Hey everyone, so it's time for February favorites. It is finally March, which means spring is on its way, though it doesn't seem that way in most of the country because it seems like everybody seemed to have gotten snow today, except us. I'm okay with that though because we had our share of winter weather. So I'm going to jump in and get started. I don't have a whole lot to share with you guys this year. I think this year for favorites, I'm just really going to try and showcase the stuff that I'm not going to try to be too repetitive because I feel like in previous years I always use the same stuff, and I'm a creature of habit. So I have a tendency to use the same products when I love the same products. Have a tendency to use it all the time. So this month is no exception. So I do have quite a few things here that have not showed up in any recent favorite videos. So I'm going to jump in and get started. Starting off with hair care as I always do. And this is something that I've sort of rediscovered. Not so much rediscovered, I know that I love this stuff, but I just haven't picked it up recently because I had a ridiculous amount of organic shampoo and other stuff to go through. But I purchased this on a whim last month or maybe the month before, and I finally just stuck it in my shower and started using it. It's the Lush Big Sea Salt Shampoo. It smells like a margarita or something like that. Okay, this fell in the shower the other night, so I don't know. Oh, good. It's like really got a really gritty texture to it, and it feels kind of weird when you're putting it in your hair, but it leaves your hair really shiny and voluminous. Yeah, I don't even know what I was gonna say there. Voluminous. So this has been one of my favorite shampoos since I started using Lush products. Next up is a little dry conditioner thingy that I got in my Birchbox. This is the Surge Normant dry conditioner. You use this kind of like dry shampoo, but you just use it like on the strands. You don't go near the roots with it. And I love this stuff. I love how it makes my hair feel, and I love the scent. I've been using it every day, and you just sort of spray it, and then I usually brush it through with my Tangle Teaser, which is in the bathroom at the moment. I think I look like a weirdo at work because I sit here, I can smell this stuff, and I'm like sitting here trying to smell my hair while I'm working. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I look like a weirdo. But this stuff makes my hair feel really nice and soft. It says it's got argan oil to refresh and recondition hair. So it adds some shine, it leaves your hair feeling really soft, and it smells so good. It's more perfumey than it is fresh or fruity, but I really actually love the smell. So I think I'm going to end up purchasing a full size whenever I feel like splurging. I may also take the chance to just go ahead and buy the dry shampoo as well, but we'll see. We'll see how that works out. Next up is skincare. I don't have anything for my face in my favorites here. I'm using a lot of the same face products, and it actually turns out that Cebu is on Outlet this week, so I'm very excited. I'm hoping my night cream is on there, because if it's not, I'm going to be very sad, and it means that I have to, well, not have to, but it means I'll probably end up using something new. So, but I do have some body care things, and again, with the Lush, I think it was just a Lush month for me. 2 body washes. I finally tested this one out, and I'm not allergic, so I was ecstatic because I love this smell. This is the Rose Jam Rose Jam Shower Gel. It's a limited edition, which sucks. I really, really hope they decide to bring this in as a permanent scent, because I love, love, love using this stuff in the shower and smelling like it. I've even used it as like a bubble bath. I've just sort of put some in my bath, and it doesn't look like I've used a ton of it, but I've used quite a lot. So I like to use this, and I've got a bath cocktail coming up that might include this soon. I haven't actually drawn the bath yet. I have to go and pick up a couple more ingredients for it, a couple more items, but then I will get that done for you guys and post a long-awaited Lush cocktail video. The next one is It's Raining Men shower gel. This is just a little travel sized one. I forgot why I purchased this one instead of a normal sized one. But this one smells just like Honey Hugs or Honey I Wash the Kids. So it's a honey based shower gel, and I knew I wasn't going to have any issues with this. The ingredients in this one are pretty similar to the original Honey Hugs, which I've been using for years. So I went ahead and picked this up, and I love this, of course. I don't think I was even going to doubt that I was going to love this stuff. Next up are some makeup products. I've gone back to using my MAC blot powder, the pressed powder. I don't know why. I do still love my ambient lighting powder, but I have a tendency, I feel like this one's too dark. I think I need to go pick up the lighter one. So this is in Dim Light, which was perfect when I still had some of a tan left over, which oddly enough, my tan started to go away in January rather than, I mean, I obviously was not as tan as I was over the summer because I spent all that time in the pool over the summer, but it didn't take very long. I mean, it took a long time for the tan to completely wear off, and now I'm very pale and my foundations don't match very well, and yeah. So I went back to using this just because I felt like I was starting to look a little orange using like foundations that don't match so well. I do now add a little bit of the Face and Body foundation. This is the white, just to lighten mine, just a smidge, like literally just a teeny tiny drop of this into my other favorite, which is the MAC Face and Body foundation. This I feel like gives you a really, really natural look. It's a natural looking foundation. It's very thin. It's water based. So I've been loving this, and I mix it with moisturizer, and it sort of evens out my skin tone without adding too much coverage and color. So I've been really enjoying this for several months now. One that might surprise you guys, because in my first impressions video, I wasn't so crazy about it for myself, and that's the Naked 3 palette. So I'm kind of surprised myself that I'm actually including this, but when I really sit and think back on what are the main products that I use this month, Naked 3 is one that I use a lot. So my favorite colors in here have been Burnout, which is what I used all over the lid in my first impressions video. I'll link that for you guys below. But then I've been using a lot of Mugshot lately, and this is sort of in replacement, no, instead of using Satin Taupe by MAC, I've been using this one here a lot. Another one that I sort of like is Liar, but I don't really use that one quite as often. But that's about it. There's really only a couple shades in here. Oh, and Strange, of course. I like that as a highlight. I just use that in the inner corner though, because an under brow highlight, it's too light for me, but it works really well for the inner corner. So I was quite surprised that I actually really liked this. Next up are two lipstick colors. First one is the one that I'm wearing right now, and it is Revlon's Coral Berry. I would say this isn't a true favorite for the entire month because I really started to wear it more often towards the end of the month when we were having like 60, 70 degree days, and it just felt like spring to me, so I wanted to wear a fun spring color. So this is one of my absolute all-time favorite coral lipsticks. It's very bright, but it's very wearable. So I discovered this late in the summer last year, but still one of my all-time favorite lipsticks. So that's what I've been wearing a lot in the last couple weeks. And then of course my Spice Spice Baby by Too Faced, which I have a feeling I'm going to have to buy a backup of this sometime soon. So that's Spice Spice Baby right there. And then the last makeup-y thing is a tool, and that is the brush that came in the Naked 3 palette. But I don't use this for eyeshadow. I use it for under eye concealer. This is just really great for sort of blending and getting in really close to the lash line without going too super, like, without really, like, I feel like it dyes my, my lashes a real pale nude when I use a concealer there. So it gets in perfectly. It's the perfect size. So I've been really enjoying this for concealer. I use the Expert Face Brush. Is that what this is? Yes. for when I'm bringing the concealer down to sort of highlight in the cheekbone area. But to really get up underneath here, I use both ends of this actually. I use the flatter edge to sort of place the concealer and pat it in and then really blend it with the other side. I've been loving this for concealer. It's a synthetic brush, so it works really, really well for that. I've got one sort of lifestyle-y type favorite, and I've gone back to drinking a lot of green tea. This is my favorite green tea. It's the Tazo Zen. It's got lemongrass and spearmint in it, and it's not too high in caffeine, but it's still a caffeinated tea, which makes it a really great tea for me for the afternoons when I start to get really tired at work. So I've been really enjoying this. I go through at least 3 cups of tea a day, so I really recommend that one. I have one dislike for the month, and I'm kind of sad to say it's the Softbox by Smashbox, the really little one. I don't know if I ever hauled this one, but again, with the plasticky bandwagon here, it's got some great neutral colors, but I just feel like they're not up to par. Unfortunately, it made it into the dislike bin or category this month. So I'll play around with it a little bit more and see if there's anything I really, can do with it. But for the most part, I'm really not a fan. I much prefer my other neutral palettes to this one. So I'm a little bit sad because this one's a little bit more compact. I was hoping it would be along the same lines as my Naked Basics, but I was wrong. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to leave me a comment below. Thank you very much for watching. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!